Hello, Antediluvians and Aeronauts. My name is TV Skyn, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where, main quest, want to do the main quest. We went and kicked, destroyed False Inquisitor who was doing evil stuff. He was a dragon, turns out. Kind of a dragon, could turn into a dragon. Not really clear. Don't care. Just want to get an airship, and the airship is exactly where we're going and what we are going to get, because it is hiding on the other side of the dungeon down here. And I intend to claim it, and then we're going to kick Garuda's ass, because, as I've mentioned a few times before, killing gods is what my character does for a living now. And then, hopefully then, we can go and get a little bit of revenge. That would be nice, wouldn't it? A little bit of revenge? Yeah. Elbrick, Lord Drilland has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the stone vigil howsoever you wish.
There we go.
There we go. Member of the Free Company offered to help me out, so I'm taking them along. So, old fortress, bunch of dragons. Oh, okay. Scary boy. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty then. What the hell? Okay, well, I guess we just get random dragon attacks coming down from above on top of us. That's great. Ugh, I'm boofing all my ability rotations. So that guy's on patrol. And we don't get the choice. Okay. Whew. Troublesome bastards. So we're here to secure the Barbican then. So there's just going to be random dragon attacks coming down and annoying us. Okay, well. Man, the screen really is filling up, isn't it? Like, lots, just a million tons of UI on screen. Bonk. There we go. Okay, so he's gonna put fire on the ground, and we're gonna have to not, Okay. We're gonna have to not get caught in that. Healer seems to be down. Can I get them up? I don't think I can. And wipe. I mean, it's pretty low on health. Maybe if they can just kite him like a lot, maybe they have a chance. Oh my god. Oh my god, they might do it. They might do it. Hella kiting. That's amazing. I'll breed for that. Yeesh. Is that a dragon corpse? Oh, cool. I always feel bad, like, because, like, what I naturally want to do is I want to take it really slow and examine everything. Yeah. And sort of, like, try and figure out, like, oh, what does this thing look like? And what's this thing based on? What's the aesthetics of this and that and so on? But, I like working with other people here, and I don't want to, like... I don't want to mess up their day, like, because they're taking time out of their day to do this, and I don't want to, like, make it take any longer than it absolutely has to. Am I messing up the rotation on this? Okay. Something on the left there. Yeah. Oh, hey, hello. Hi. Okay, well, that ground looks like it's on fire. So, presumably we're not going that way. Everyone with us? Not yet. Okay, get over here. Ah, I see. So he has a helper dragon that comes in and becomes a problem. Tornadoes, jeez. So I probably could have survived longer against that previous boss if I'd remembered to activate Thriller Battle. Whew. Now we need to defeat Iskibind. That sounds kind of German. This is an Iskibind, yeah? Or kind of Danish, like old and timey Danish, then Iskibind, yeah. But yeah, I feel like I don't have that much to say about this dungeon, because like it's a bunch of dragons and a bunch of sprites, and that seems to be sort of all that's really going on. And I'm not really seeing a bunch of differentiation between, well, between much of anything, if I'm honest. Like, the dragons are pretty generic dragons. Okay, might not want to get hit by 3 of those all in a row. Oh, so it looks like our DPS is a first-timer as well. Cool. They're learning something. They're being taught some stuff by the other people in the... Okay, we need a way to open that door. Like so. Hi, I want an airship, please. Look, it's the Enterprise. Yeah, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Maybe we could just walk past real gentle and nice without causing a ruckus and without disturbing him. But the dragon's not our concern. We've come for the airship and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare it for launch. Brick, you stay here and keep an eye on the beast. Oh, yeah, gee. If it wakes, we may need you to provide a distraction until we're ready to depart. You can manage that, can't you? Yeah, I can manage that, you rude little twink. Well, that settles it then, shall we, Sid? As you command. Oh, they're gonna wake it up. Aren't they? It's just taking a casual little stroll. Oh, guess who's here? So, you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. And you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests? A testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The Ishal are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle. Assuming, of course, that you live that long. Oh, couldn't you have settled for waking him up? You didn't need to empower him as well. Okay, fine. Alphino, the dragon! Confound it all! Wait, am I gonna have to fight both of them? Because that would suck. Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bearer. Oh no, he fucks off. Good. Try staying around the middle so you can get out of large sweeping ones. Okay, so there's a DOT thing to watch out for. Fair enough. Okay, try and keep him near the middle is the advice. And then there's an ice DOT. Something like that. Okay, hello. Okay, don't stand in that, obviously. Yo! Oi, dickhead! But it doesn't look like I need to do much active in terms of pulling him around or whatever. I can just stand there and keep him in place. And he doesn't have any 8 one-hit KO moves, as far as I've been told, anyway. Okay. Time to not get hit by that. And that. Are we doing a limit break there, Dragon Boy? Yo, over here, dickhead. Let's point you away from the others, shall we? At least it doesn't summon any ads. That's good. That means less stress for me to worry about. Well, I don't think we need to worry too much about this guy anymore. Think we pretty much got him. Yeah! That's enough out of you. Right, well, pass on that one, I guess, and play accommodations to our first timer. Sweet! We have an airship! Ah, another crystal. Wait, really? That dragon was a... That was on the power level of, God? Huh. Well. Cool. Brick, are you alright? Speak to me. Ah, 12 be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the middle of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was almost certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go see what he has to say. Gee, Alphino, I'm warmed by the heat of your concern. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yeah, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it'll be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but she will allow us to quit this place. Oh, if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Drukidania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. Enterprise is a classic name for Final Fantasy airships, by the way. Oh, this is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... Bah, it's no use. Let's go. Right then. Are we aboard the airship? I should drop out of the party. Whoops. Oh, we are back at, Gridania. When I look at her, I feel as though I've come home. I can think of no other way to express it. How I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelves would. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Isgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of myself I never knew was missing. Huh. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seedseers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of the airship, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? Yeah, or frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. Well, as you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements? But of course, that's it. We could work upon the element itself. Using the power of our corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Anyone want to clue the warrior in on what the hell you're talking about? Though perhaps mayhap not to you, Brick. We speak of manifestations of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity has disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace. Which has been a cause of great woe, as they're known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind aspected ether comprising Garuda's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to produce a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertaine. Oh, I'm 12. Lambertaine. Lambertin, let's just call him that, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marcus met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Marcus was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Rick, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. But I just got here! Right then. We're going to go speak with Lambertin. At Camp Drybone. Okay, then. Let's see, where is he? Over here somewhere? Hey! Monsieur Lambertin? Why, yes, I'm Professor Lambertaint. Well, yes, I'm Professor Lambertin. Beg pardon, you wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Yes, science. That is the kind of man I am, with my big axe. Anything useful good here? Nope, it's all still way too low level for me. So rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Yes, I definitely comprehend that. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, man! At least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of ether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. What a nice man, I didn't even have to pay him. No way to teleport to Highbridge, right? Nope. So, there was a sale at a computer shop recently. I was able to pick up a monitor that I really wanted because, like, my old monitor was kind of crappy and kind of getting worse every day. And now I have, like, like a 120 hertz gaming monitor for the first time in my life. Like, it was like half off. It was incredibly cheap. And I gotta say, I don't think I can go back. Like, because it's such a small thing, like, it doesn't really matter, like, 120 hertz, like, 60 hertz, whatever. It doesn't really matter, but, like, the smoothness, you can't see it on the recording, because I'm only recording at 30 FPS, obviously, but just the smoothness is like, oh, it's eye porn. It's what it is. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I've chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What do I hear here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertin. Oh, you thieving knave, I shall call for... Oh, you see the man himself lent it to you. Well, then you must have sold me out by his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. Oh, at last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. Oh, fabulous day. Kai! Oh, then I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hasako, greatest of Professor Lambertin's pupils, shall see you will successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. Well, there, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens.
But something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous mirror nights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate small fragments from the large cluster. Place it within the watered pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path, which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall, is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive.
They do like their alliterations. A maul. It would not be a lie to say that this sledgehammer was made for harvesting corrupted crystals. Highly scientific sledgehammer. Hello.
The people of this land would kill me for no more than my Amalja's skin, so I must remain here in hiding. The day will come when I shall fulfill my purpose, the destiny of both my forebears and myself. But only through patience and prudence now will I live to see the day.
Okay, but I guess you just, like... Do you have a camp or something? No, you just stand... Okay, well... To each your own, though, I guess. Oh, hey, the Mirror Knights. They are the, If you ever played Final Fantasy XII, I think they just straight up repurposed the animation rig. Because that looks a lot like the idle animation of the owl creatures in Final Fantasy XII. Certainly the same character design. Like, that's straight out of Ivalice, that right there. Hey, there it is. Presumably something will attack me. Okay, well, I think it's faster to teleport to Dry Bone and then go from there. I got the thing, and I'm not dead.
I see you've come galumphing back. Have you the crystal, then? Oh, what a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambertin will doubtless chortle with joy when we present it to him in person. Upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting.
And now we just teleport back to Dry Bone again.
My keen scholar senses tell me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right?
Yep, here you go.
Oh, if you would give me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired. And corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected ether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected ether. Oh dear. Well, that may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. Well, I suppose I'm at fault for not inquiring into your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would never have sent you to Hahasako. But what is science is not trial and error. And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Yeah. Think, man. You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldesion. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be supposed to claim that level of expertise, but... Oh, you're right. Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. And still no good nothing. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Sina, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lanosha. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lanosha was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an Imperium custom. Oh, now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was western Lanosha, Pharos Sirius, on the Isles of Umbra, to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamut's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she's still in Aleport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sina's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift watered pot, lest she thinks you unprepared for the task.
to Aleport, then. Thank God international travel is so easy and convenient. Oh, hey, you! I think I've run past you a couple of times.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huh? Corrupted crystals. Oh, sir, I've been no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you know the reason for addressing me, kinda leave me be. Oh, well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambertine did send you. Oh, beg your pardon. Seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sina, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I'm an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh, gods, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharaoh Cirrus is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at the present for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail through the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you'll have better luck wresting the information from these yellow jackets, but I've all but given up at this point.
yes, hello, Yellow Jackets. I am the man who saves the world a lot. Could you please tell me stuff?
Oh, you startled me. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening.
You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra. Bloody hells, lad, are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. That sounds encouraging. I mean, when they're called literally the Shadow Isles, you kind of expect ghosts, right?
Isles of Umbra, what interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Ferrociris, the Isles have become more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Ah, Break, you've returned. Tell me of your findings.
Find I'm standing inside of you. Oh, there you go.
Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That's a very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thoughts, and I've concluded that all this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all the travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Ferrociris. Serious? Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub, since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfriend, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself.
I mean, this is Pirate Town, you know. People get arrested every other day. It's probably not a big deal. I have to go back. She calls to me. Sings to me. Oh, tell me, Meadow, I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Oh, or you could release me. Yes, release me. I'll go and tell her. Let me go to her. He seems in good shape. No ill effects or anything from traveling to the Isles of Umbra, the Isles of Shadow.
What does Skyfriend have to say? Oh, well, that's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench, but what was that about a man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands.
A feather and maybe a healthy little punch in the face. Is he trying to chat up another He's trying to grab her ass.
Not of nature, are you? No? Then what are you? Speak up, son, I can't hear you. You're booking me. Is that what I think it is? No, it couldn't be. You found this, you say. Where'd you say you found it? Skyfriend, you say? I was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up FFXIV as he was. Company sent me to supervise the lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see. Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. What's that? You've been looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra. Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidor. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested until you came a-calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hire some sellswords and let them sort it out. But you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper and he'll see you there and back. Like, he's just he's just doing the touchy-grabby animation at the woman's ass. Like, Jesus Christ. So you went and had a word with Mimidor. I hope your valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. Oh, you mean to say that disgusting creature was Sifrin's superior? Well, I found that hard to believe, but this rite of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it's a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing of your the discoveries you'll make on the Isles of Umbra without me. Figures. No, I cannot accept the next class or job quest. I need to finish A Realm Reborn first. Fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But the 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you.
Take me to the Shadow Isles.
Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids. As if it's as simple as... Oh, I see you got a writ of passage. Oh, all right, then come aboard. Well, that was easy. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but... Oh, the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you please excuse me. I mean, go hide on the ship. It's okay.
Ooh, plasmoids.
People seem to be fine here. Look. Everyone's standing. There's little ghosts hovering around. Stuff knocked over for whatever reason. Everything's cool. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. An old pie? Oh, I'm not sure I thought... Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Oh, sorry, friend, but you may have return empty-handed.
The Red Master Mimidor may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Ferris Sirius was not the product of a Magus Thaumaturgy or colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all our work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Brick. Help me unravel this mystery and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Well, alright then. But I see this episode has gone on about as long as I want these episodes to go on. So, if you want to see what we find on the Isles of Shadow, you're going to have to come back for the next episode. In order to do that, you can hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below. They'll all do the job and let you know when another episode is coming out. If you want to watch more Final Fantasy XIV right now, right this second, you can hit the like, comment, and... well, no, actually, that's not... You can become a member of the channel, is what I mean to say.
because members on the channel get early access to episodes as they're uploaded rather than having to wait for them to be set live. So check the playlist to see if there's any episodes available for members, and if you want to see them, you can become a member to do that. I also have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar. You can use them if you want to. If you don't want to, you absolutely do not have to. Thank you for watching. Remember to wear a mask, wash your hands, take as many vaccines as we're going to need to take, and try to act with solidarity towards those who are working to make the world a better place.